I'm going to go ahead and get right on in on it. And this is an open discussion towards the end, so you guys are welcome to say hi when you come on. You're also welcome to go ahead and like the video if you like Coffee Time Tarot. Hope everybody's doing good today. It's raining here. All right. All right, I'll show you the cards in just a minute. All right. Okay, so for today, this is a universal draw. It goes for everybody. Yep. Okay. All right, so today the focus is trying to find balance after coming out, working on coming out of a past. A lot of people are working on, and I'm going to show you these here in a minute. After working on taking and basically revamping yourself as a person. We've got the Hermit. How are you feeling today? We've got the Hermit. It's a card of seclusion, focusing on, from what I'm seeing here, would be focusing on finding balance where you're having trouble finding balance, because I don't usually read these upside down, but it did come out upside down. So that tells me that even though you're trying to focus on balance, it's very difficult to do so, right? We want it this way, finding balance. We want it upright. But today it's feeling like it's kind of, it's kind of like living in the upside down, because in the middle of the process of healing and getting a direction of just basically living your life better, living it more alive. And the reason why are you feeling like this? And yesterday I said there was a shift, and I did feel it. I did. I was totally exhausted last night. It hit me and I was like, whoa. I wasn't depressed. I was just kind of like, it was like a moment where you just had to take, and when you get real tired and you have to kind of refocus, and your body says, okay, well, you've got to rest, because get ready, because stuff's going to get ready to change really fast, and you're going to have that energy to get going. And that is exactly what this is about. All right. Because, and what is this energy, and what is this, why are you having to take? And, I was even talking to somebody else yesterday, and she was like, I was feeling lazy. I was feeling really lazy last night myself. And that is why are you feeling like that? Because you are shifting. You are internally shifting. This is a universal thing. And where you're sitting at right now is the Hermit, where you're just sitting here, and you see how he's sitting here, and he's focused, right? Now, normally I would say with the light right there, he's focused on the light. He's focused on, or he's not focused on the light, but that's not what he's doing here. He's now holding up his light, and he's now still contemplating, figuring out, I know the direction I'm going. I know what I'm going to be doing. It's just, let me take a moment. It's like that rest, that chill out time, where you have to, where it's like your body says, okay, something's getting ready to shift. You need to take a break. So you're going to take a break. Go ahead and feel what you got to feel. Don't live in it. Get your rest in, because guess what? Stuff's going to start popping soon, and in the right direction. And that's what I feel. And a lot of people, there's going to be a lot of people that's going to be like, you know what? I feel like that. And usually that's when a bunch of stuff happens that's not so, great. That's not what I'm seeing here. This feeling of needing to take and rest is because you're in that feeling of not feeling balanced. All right. It's because you're getting ready to embrace change, a change that you have brought within yourself. And it's no longer just subconsciously, it's now conscious. And you're now thinking this through. And you probably thought it through so much in this new direction, you know, because the new direction is going to cause some type of fear because it's something that's new. And if you're used to a certain, you know, a certain pattern, you're still breaking free of that pattern, and that's going to wear you out. That's going to make you tired. That's going to make it to where, okay, you're going to have to take a break, because guess what? It's no longer waiting time. Now it's time where this new beginning has already started. This is something that, whether you realize it or not, it is something that you have asked for, and it is well on its way. Okay. A lot of people are going to be feeling the Mercury retrograde. This is not what this is about, because actually, yeah, it causes some problems here and there. But with this one, I do believe this feeling where you're sitting here and you're like, okay, at first you probably had yourself amped up about it. Okay, I've got this new direction. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'm ready for this new beginning. And it probably wore you out, because this is a good new beginning. But if you're not, that's not what you're used to. And you're not used to having that spark of light. Do you see? He's holding his light. He's not looking at it quite yet, because he's taken that break. He's taken that you have to have that me time that I was talking about yesterday. You have to take it, because you're going to, and a lot of people are, I guarantee, are feeling drained. They are tired. They are probably, I mean, I've even at one point within the last, I just have to say the last week, and I'm sure other people can say the same thing. It's like, okay, well, you know what? My body's, I'm sitting here and it's time to rest, but am I heading for a burnout? I don't think so. That's not what it is at all. What are you headed for? And we had this card yesterday. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. This could be male or female. The main thing I'm focused on right now on this card right here, number one, is the Pentacle. The Pentacle has to do with your money, your material. Now, in order to have, you know, money is not everything, but nowadays you must have money, correct? Oh, yes. And maybe you're in a situation where you're used to just barely making it. I'm telling you, this is where the shift is coming in. And even though we have Mercury retrograde coming, it does, you know, it's not going to be as rough as what you think. Okay. As long as we don't fight ourselves. That's the thing, is people will, you'll have a tendency, because you're used to an old pattern of everything that never works out whatsoever, that you will end up taking in almost self-sabotaging. Okay. This one here, you feel it, but you might be sitting in a pattern right now where you're just sitting here just kind of like, oh, I don't, you know, I can't, I need to rest. I can't even, nope. Okay. So shut your brain off for a minute. Go ahead and rest those few hours. Get that good night's sleep. Chill out for a second. Stop worrying about everybody else's problems. Chill for a minute and just, you know, take that time. Take that time for a minute. And then when you take, and you know, your brain's like a computer, you shut it off. You rest for a little bit, it comes back on, and it's working better, right? Okay, so that you are in dire need of rest is what I'm getting as well. So don't wear yourself out about this new beginning. Yes, it is going to be kind of rough in a certain way. It's more emotional than it is physical. You could be wearing yourself out physically for the simple fact that you're like expecting anything and everything to happen. That's not the case. This is a new direction. And how do I know that? We've got the Fool. We've got the Zero. And I'll go back to the Queen of Pentacles. This is just representing, with the Queen of Pentacles here, she's just representing for me. There's many meanings in here, but I'm focused on those pentacles. This is a new beginning, and not just life, love, material. It's focused on material right here, because it's building a foundation, and it's going to take a lot of work. I mean, I'm not going to say that you're just going to be able to step right on into whatever this is without a lot of hard work. And I guarantee there's been a lot of hard work already put into it. But with this one right here, she's sitting on the throne, and she's like, you know what? She's not quite looking at her pentacle. But yesterday when I was reading this, it was more, you know, it was describing a person. Well, this is also representing a person, but it's also representing a beginning. Okay. We've got it right next to the Fool, which I don't believe this is a foolish person. This is Zero. You're starting out again. It doesn't matter how old you are starting again. And you are redoing how you have been living, literally, how you've been thinking. And that in itself is going to wear you out. If you're used to a certain pattern of thinking, that is exactly how it's going to be, right? But this is showing me from the past readings we've already had. And with the Hermit here, he's in deep thought. All right. So there's been a lot. Just thinking stuff out can emotionally wear you out. All right. And I don't see the healing card yet, but I do guarantee there's healing been done in here. But I'm telling you, And that's exactly what was I just saying? As soon as I get going into the cards some more. Good morning, Miss Amy. Good morning, Miss Dana. As soon as I get going here, it's showing me that this is what you're expecting, and it's showing me you're expecting the same pattern. You're expecting the same thing. Something seems like it's really good, and you can just taste it. It's going to be good, but you're wearing yourself out emotionally because you're already setting yourself up to fail. And there's no need to do that. There's no need to do that because right here, this is a new beginning. This is a new beginning, and it's in a different way. So with the being tired and the being, and it doesn't matter if it was today, yesterday, I guarantee this week you will be feeling kind of like, oh, I need a minute. Worn out, guaranteed. Like yesterday, I was so calm, it wasn't even funny. And then by the evening time, at a certain time, I was just like, oh God, I couldn't wiggle. I literally took and curled up in bed and sat there and vegged out on YouTube videos until I fell asleep. And I fell asleep pretty dang blessed earlier. But I'm telling you what, that's it. Because you know what? I need to shut my brain off. I needed to need it like a computer. You need to start it back up when it's fresh. All right. So anyway, with this one right here, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. And this is not just about, material. You have to have that material. It's a solid foundation is what I'm getting. And this is what you're after, is a solid foundation, because in the past it's been so rocky. Sure, it's showing me here that, yeah, there is going to be stuff from the past that you definitely still are clearing up. And yeah, we all got that. But whatever you do, the message here is, in your own mind, do not set yourself up to fail, because you're not going to fail. We can sometimes be our own worst enemy, and there is no reason for it. There's no reason for it whatsoever, just because it is new. It is something that you're not used to. You're not used to feeling like this. And some of you're having to let go of the past. But if you're used to living that way forever and that's all you've known, it's going to be rough. It's going to be tiresome. All right. So get that rest, chill, and yeah, we're all busy. We've got 1,000 things to do. I do, you do, but there's got to be balance. See, balance. And what this is right now, that really tired feeling that you're getting, or the real calm feeling that you're getting. I mean, I felt the shift. It came pretty quick, and I felt it. Matter of fact, yesterday is when I felt it really hard. Now, there was a couple days before. I always find that I get really amped up right before there's a shift. And yesterday, like I said, I was just, phew, all right. Universally, everybody there is a shift universally that is putting you on that path. Do you remember when I was talking about the choices? And there's the old path that you're used to, and you can take that one because, it might be comfortable, only because, and it could be uncomfortably comfortable because it's something you're used to, but it was toxic, right? So this new path that you're taking is no longer toxic, but it may scare you. It may have made you do a lot of overthinking. It has made you to where you just basically worn yourself out, right? Because this is something like, okay, well, yeah, this is new. This is new. It always ends up being crap. So that's I don't know. Okay, so overthinking. All right, this is new. So it's a new way of learning to live, is what it is. This is a good way. And how do I know that? Yes, we've got the sun. What is the sun? The sun, with the moon, it illuminates or it hides things, right? With the sun, it makes everything brighter, cheerful. This is actually this is about people who have been kind of boxed themselves in emotionally, maybe even physically away from people, but especially emotionally, kind of caged themselves in. And now you've come out of that cage, and now you're trying to, and it's a learning process. If you're not used to that, this is a complete learning process. And that's what I'm getting. It doesn't matter what area of life that is, you're taking off on something new, whether it is job, love, you could even be moving different locations, or it's a different way of living within your own head. No longer taking and living in past trauma, no longer living in past triggers. And that is a process that right there will wear you out. But this is the new path. Remember when I was talking about the paths there? And I'll get back to that because I'm holding those for a reason. I can feel it. But those paths right there, remember when I was talking about what? Yeah, and that, you know what that is? That's a healing process. That's healing. You're taking off in a new direction, and that's your brain sitting here going, You know what? You're on the right direction. So you know what? You're expecting the same things to happen again. It's not going to, because it's refocusing your brain and it's learning to live a different way again. It's like living again. It's like living your, how do I put it? Like a new era. Okay. It's a new era for yourself. So you may be having to, you're building a new you to where you're at your happiest is what it is. Okay. So we've got, so with the Sun card here, like I said, and for some of you, the month of July, again, the month of July is standing out. What? But this is all about finding balance, all right? And what is this right here? We've got the Knight of Wands. And what's the Knight of Wands about? It is moving on. What are you moving on from? A past, from us, or it could be a pattern of the way that you have lived before, something that you've got used to take and protect yourself when you caged yourself. Literally, caged yourself is like walls. That is putting walls up to protect yourself. It is human nature. But those walls, for whatever reason, whatever situation or situations have come into your life that is good, and it is good, you're now having to learn to take those walls down and to work on yourself. And that right there is exhausting in itself. And you're getting ready, and you not getting ready, you've already taken the new path. Do you remember when I was talking about, and it was probably a couple weeks ago in Coffee Time Tarot, when I was talking about how those paths, okay, you're used to going this path right here. Yeah, it's the same old. It may be the same. It's the same thing to a different degree, right? So you know what? You're sitting here, and at one point you were like, okay, I've got a choice. I can take off on this new path that might take and kind of, it might scare me a little bit. It's unknown. I don't know what's over there, but this is comfortable because I've done this before, right? Well, remember, there was a boulder, like you start taking off on that path. You started going down that path again. And then immediately it's like a boulder came down and stopped you. What did it stop you from? From old past patterns, from old toxic behavior, from old walls that you have continually built up, or however it applies to you, whether it's life, love, self-sabotage within ourselves, how we view ourselves, how we view other people. Okay. So anyway, when taking that, you tried to take that other path, you thought about it, but you were stopped. But what you don't realize is what were you stopped from? Something that was going to be even more toxic than what it was before. Remember, I said there was a boulder that came down, and then what you didn't know was there was a mountain lion right behind there. Okay. So that was just an example. So anyway, when that boulder came down, something made you jump to the new path. And there has been times that you've been kind of wanting to take, and it's a process. You've already started on the new path. You've already started going. The only thing is, you're a work in progress. Every human on this earth is a work in progress. It takes time, it takes effort, and we're all human, right? So there's going to be, you are, like I said, this is definitely, you feel it. You have felt that you are on the right path completely. See, he's sitting here in deep thought. It's not this one here. I'm not saying that he doesn't have his eyes on the light. He's getting ready to grasp it. So if you're not feeling this way here, you will be here pretty soon, because you've already got this in your head. And when you start off on something that's good, or you're working on yourself, or you're working on a new way of making your life, because you could be stuck in a pattern, and you can be even stuck in situations to where you're going to have to work even harder to take and get out of them. Right? To get on this new path. But the thing of it is you've already taken that new path. There is no doubt in my mind. It's just now you're taking 3 steps forward on working on yourself and working towards this new beginning. And then you're like, whoa, no. And then you take 2 steps back. Okay, but it's not going to be as hard this time as it was the last time. So this time you are taking, and right now, if you need to rest, you need to take that time to think stuff out, then do it. But do know that you are on the right path for a better life for yourself and revamping your life. All right. I want to see something here before I go on any farther. Yep. You are headed towards success. And if you are not used to having success in your life, and I feel like that I put it directly over top of the Fool, which is the new beginning. And with the Fool, it is somebody who's getting ready to, this is a leap of faith. All right. And in the past, there may have been so many times that you took what you thought was the leap of faith, and it ended up being in disaster. And I'm not talking everything in life is in disaster, but this ended up, it's you with this one right here, he's got to take a leap of faith that there's got to be a ledge right down there that's going to kind of just, you're not going to be falling. But in the past, you went and took leaps of faith and you fell right off the cliff. That's kind of what it is. But in this time, this is not what it's about. This is revamping yourself, revamping your life, working on those walls and taking those walls down. It's self-inner work. And it's going to show on the external. And this is not just about working on yourself. This is actually building something. You are now building a new life for yourself. And for a lot of you, it's not just for you, it's for your family as well. Family, friends. There's going to be a lot of people involved in it. And for those who have been quite antisocial, I can guarantee you, you're going to find that you are going to be feeling more like, oh, I used to, hang out with such and such, or I used to do this. And I guarantee that you have been sitting here feeling like the hermit in the past. And you may be feeling like this right now. Don't beat yourself up about it. Okay, don't do that. Because we all have to take that time to rest before we go ahead and take off on our new journey. And you've already made that decision. Okay, so it's definitely about getting success. And for me, that tells me it's success all the way around. It is not just in one area of life. Just in general, you are wanting to revamp your life. You're wanting to take and really just start living life fully, not just living, walking through life. Okay, I got a job. I got to do this. I got to do that. Okay, yeah, no, this is wanting to, and you felt the spark. With the sun here, you are on the right path. You are on the right direction. There is no doubt in my mind. This is about change. You are resting with the hermit. When you're sitting here contemplating, he's sitting there holding that light. I don't feel he's ignoring this light at this moment whatsoever. He is in the rest phase. He is in the, okay, I'm thinking stuff out. Good morning, Miss Shelley. I am thinking stuff out. I know that I need to take time. I'm not going to sit here, even if you're feeling kind of down or anything like that. See, yep, that's so. Some of you may be feeling like you're isolated, or you're isolating yourself and you're feeling kind of sad inside. But let me tell you what, right now, you're feeling that way because you have decided to take this new path, which is the right path. It is different, and that's why it probably doesn't feel comfortable. It's comfortably uncomfortable. It's kind of a strange feel. All right. But what we've got here is the reason you're kind of, and it doesn't matter if it's today or it was yesterday. I guarantee this week you will be feeling, you could be like, oh, right, I got this. And then all of a sudden you're like either extremely chill, and then all of a sudden you're exhausted. Okay, that's the shift. There is a universal shift. Why? Because you're getting ready to be able to shine, to actually be that person. And I'm not going to say you can never be the person you were before, but you certainly can better yourself to where, to where you are your best version of you. And that is what you're doing. You have chose a path. And most of this is going to be internal. All right. But it's going to show on the outside. But in the meantime, with the Queen of Pentacles here, this could represent a female, but to me, instantly, I see the pentacle. All right, so you're focused on a solid foundation. You're starting again with the zero, with the Fool, the brand new. And there could be external circumstances in your life that has caused you to start over. There's a lot of people. I've talked to a lot of people. I mean, I've had to start over, but you know what? It's not done. You know that saying, never give up, never give in? Yeah, no, that's the mindset here. That's the universal. You're going to make it happen, but it's not always going to feel comfortable at first. It really, truly is not. Good morning. But like I said, with the Hermit right here, he's not ignoring that light. He's just taking a moment to rest, to pause before he takes off on that new path that is bright. Shine. You're about to be able to start feeling alive. That's what I feel. And a lot of people be like, oh, I felt alive. No, that's not exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about showing the true, authentic you and not having so much baggage that would be, because it doesn't matter who you are. As you get older, as you go through life, you will have some kind of baggage from the past. And a lot of it's not just baggage. A lot of it's emotional pain. A lot of it is, and it's walls. Each thing that happens, you build a wall. So this is a lot. And with the Hermit here, there's been a lot of internal work and fixing of self. And that will wear you out as well. But right now, the reason, if you're sitting here, and you're like, man, I just can't. I'm just like, ugh. You are getting ready to take off on that path. This is not the, okay, let's go to the start. You know, so many times you're like, I'm at the start line. Okay, get ready. I'm waiting. Oh, let down. Okay, I'm ready. Yep, let's go. Crap. Okay, that wears you out after a while, but this time you're going to be trying to kind of talk yourself out of whatever it is that, oh no, this can't be, you know, this balance, this peace that's starting to come into my life. And you may not be feeling it yet, but it is coming. And it's going to take work. It's not something that's going to fall into your lap or anything, but it is going to take some work, but it is actually the right path. Here's the balance that's coming. A lot of people have not had a lot of balance, and whether it is materialistically, emotionally, just whatever area of life it is that has been kind of imbalanced. I mean, if you notice, just even the stuff and the external stuff in the world, it has created imbalance because you have to learn to live a different way, right? Okay, well, this is about you coming out to your true authentic self. With the Knight of Wands, which is now, do you see that he's got that wand? And that wand is not just, that wand or rod is not just a plain old wand or rod. It is do you see the brand new leaves that are growing? This is a brand new beginning. What are you to not do? Okay, while you're sitting here, and it might even cause a little bit of sadness because you're having to let people, places, or things go, or old ways of thinking. And I think for some of you, it is the whole bag. All right, but you're about to be able to shine. And this started back in March, really big time. Now, a lot of people were kind of thinking about it last year. I'm going to get around to one of those. I'm going to get around to it. I'm, kind of like the same theory of the New Year's Eve, resolution. Okay, no, this is really taking that resolution, but making it your life. And you've already decided, you've already taken that path, but it's kind of like, I don't know. Why are you feeling like that? Because you're expecting the Five of Swords. With the Five of Swords here as well, there could be, and a lot of people are going to be, whether it's emotionally, physically, materialistically, it's talking about loss, something that has been taken away and has been stolen from you. All right. For some of you, it's going to be, like I said, any area of life. Let me see. Let's see what this is about. For some of you, it's about love that has been stolen away or taken away, or somebody you had to abandon, or somebody, or feeling like you're left out in the cold. That's what I feel. It also could be about career. There could be, in the past, maybe you have not had much success, whether it has to do with your own business endeavor or just taking and hanging on to your money. All right. For some of you, this also could be about marriage. All right. Maybe something, either it was heading towards marriage, or you were married, or there was a union like a marriage and it was taken away somehow. And whatever, when the swords come into play, it's very painful. All right. So this is what it's almost like mentally you're expecting. Okay, this seems like whatever it is, it's got to be happening just like it did before, or, it's just nothing ever. I never have the luck. I just never turns out for me. No, this is not what this is. That's why you're feeling this way. You're in the process of healing and finding a new, different way. You already know, you feel it. It's called, take your gut intuition. Everybody is born with it. Just like I tell people with readers, it is something that every person's born with. When you're next to a person, you get vibes off of them, right? That's where, example, the fight or flight feeling that you feel around people. That is your gut intuition. Everybody's born with it, but different people have different talents, right? Okay, so point given, yes, I can read, but you have a better talent than I do, correct? But that doesn't mean that you don't have your gut intuition. So this is going with your gut intuition. Do not let what I call the doubting Debbie sit here and put it in your head that everything's going to be turning out the same way, because it's not. This is not what it's about. It is going to be, it's slow moving. With the Knight of Pentacles, it is very, very slow moving. And you could even currently be having something, this could have currently happened, but for a lot of you, this is the past and you're healing this. And that's why you're feeling in the Hermit stage. But you're not standing there. Do not let yourself stand there in the sadness and isolation. Why? Because like I said, we chain ourselves within our own brains. Now, and granted, on top of that, you're still having to keep up with the external of what's going on around in your life, correct? But the thing of it is this time, whatever you have in your life that you have, see, she's sitting here with that pentacle. This is a solid foundation with a new beginning. It has been offered. It almost feels like it's not been put in your lap, but it's been set gently. Would you like to have this life? Here's your opportunity. It's going to take a lot of hard work. You can do this. It is not going to be like the past. That's what I'm getting. Whatever area of life, love, career, wealth, marriage, union, partnership, however it applies to you, universally, this is a complete shift. That is why you're feeling like the Hermit. But this time, he's not ignoring the light. He's just taking a moment. So take that moment to rest, rejuvenate. Sometimes you got to get in your feels. A lot of people are going to be in their feels. So what I always say about that one is, yeah, you may be feeling some sadness because you're letting an old way of life, or you even may be letting people, places, or things go from your heart that has maybe sit there and just kind of caused a lot of pain, and it's caused a lot of heartache, but it's now time, it's time to release. Why? Because opportunity, some kind of new opportunity has beckoned and is now being presented to you. And this is a new beginning with the Sun card. And with this rest, and when you're feeling like the Hermit here, take a minute. If you need to, take a minute, because you know what? Things happen to everybody, but nobody can tell you how you feel about it. Nobody. All right. This is talking about loss. We've all lost things. We've all lost people. Correct? But nobody can tell you how to heal from that. The thing of it is, reason you're feeling like you are is for simple fact you're actually healing, and you're farther ahead than what you think you are. And you are getting ready to completely shine, because there's either been person, place, or thing that has come into your life that has made you want to take and revamp yourself, to really work on yourself so you can start feeling that light, that inner sun, to start feeling that warm feeling again, to actually start feeling alive again. Because yesterday, if you remember right, it showed me the heart. The heart had come out of the cage and it had the keyhole to it, right? It means that, yes, this is about a decision. This is about a decision you've already made. You're getting ready to take off on it. And with the Hermit, it's kind of like, you know what? I've got to kind of clear up some stuff from the past. I've got to let things go. I might have to let people go. I might have to let material stuff go. I might have to leave places, because this is the correct path. And I feel it. This is a universal thing. So whatever this was that caused this great heartache and this pain, and we're talking, it's not just easy pain. This is serious. This could be, and for some of you, this could be stuff from your childhood. It could be trauma. Whatever it is that has been holding you down for all these years. And you could even be 20 something years old watching this. I guarantee there is something that has, we're humans. We take and we create walls to take and protect ourselves. But this universal shift is, and this could be not necessarily about somebody, person, place, or thing that came into your life. This just may be you taking, and you're coming into you, as like coming to you, like your real you is actually starting. You feel it. You're like, okay, I've got this spark. I'm starting to feel this. What is this? It's not something I'm used to. I kind of like it, but ooh, it kind of scares me. What in the world is this? But look at all this loss. It's got to be more loss. I've already lost so much in a marriage. I've already lost somebody. I've already lost some kind of partnership, whether it was business, friends, family, marriage. I've lost people I've loved, things I loved. Career-wise, I've lost careers, or I tried a business opportunity and it just didn't work. It brought a lot of sadness. It just really makes me feel like I want to go within myself. I've lost a lot of money. Okay, however it applies to you. This one right here, this card, I keep holding on to it. You are getting ready to shine. This time it is safe for you to shine. It is going to take a lot of work, and you are going to have to work very hard for it. But it's going to not just be the drudgery. Pretty soon, that drudgery you're feeling, you're going to start slowly feeling sparks of, wow, okay, it's been a long time since I've felt like that. When's the last time you smiled? A lot of people walk around, they're like, hi, how are you? Let me show you something. See my eyes? That's not a real smile. Real smile is when they go like this. You're really going to start smiling and you can see it in the eyes. Okay, you're really going to start feeling more alive. With the Knight of Pentacles, this is slow moving. Do you see? This goes right. Let me put these guys back up here. The Queen of Pentacles. All right, this could be male or female. This does represent a female, but it could be male or female because the main thing that I'm focused on. And do you see? They have a goal in their head. They have a goal. This is more of a content life. Whatever your content life is, that's what's being worked on. Because now they've got the pentacle in their hand. This is a brand new beginning with the Fool, who is getting ready to take a leap of faith, even a leap of faith with yourself. Some of you are taking a leap of faith with somebody else, and you're working on those walls, healing up your past in order to be able to give your all, right? To give the genuine you, so you're not hiding behind those walls anymore. That's what this is about. And with the Knight of Pentacles, for some of you, this is talking about materialistic wise. This is building something for, if it's just you, you're building something that is really genuinely good for you. If you're with somebody, you are genuinely taking and building something that is, some of you are sitting here thinking, I want to be able to leave something, when I'm gone, I want to be able to leave my children something that is stable, something that would gives memories. This is about making memories again. For whatever reason, because of whatever's happened in the past, the memories have kind of, you put yourself in the box where you're out of that box now. That's where the Hermit comes in. That's where the tired feel comes in. That's where okay, give me a minute. Take the minute. Take the minute. And you know what? When this Hermit right here, this rod he's holding right there, do you see there is no leaves on it? This is something that is no longer soulfully serving this person, but they've held on to it for so long that it's made them feel like the Hermit, secluse, sad. Okay, the Hermit is getting ready to take and look up to that light, which is also the sun, for a brand new beginning. Something has come into your life, or you yourself have kind of woken up and thought, okay, you know what? I got to make the best version of me, and it's time to live again. That's it right there. With the Knight of Pentacles, he's got his pentacle. He is now on the horse. He's not just sitting here. See, we've got the Hermit who's sitting here thinking everything out, getting ready to let whatever that burden was. And I keep seeing a donkey, and I keep seeing rods on the donkey's back. Okay. So that would be beast of burden. That's how it's made you feel. With the Queen of Pentacles, this is the process where you're sitting here thinking stuff out about this new beginning. It is definitely going to take some materialistic, money. But this is actually, this time, the answer is, for those who are starting to try to make they're not trying, you're starting a new life. How you're doing it, whether it's where you're at or you're actually working to have an end result of being somewhere else, you are right now on the right path. You're actually doing it right now. And you're doing a lot of mental and emotional work in the process, and releasing that, especially for a lot of you, there's one huge rod that you just got to let go. It's been holding you down, because your end result here is success. That is your focus. And with the Knight of Pentacles here, he now is focused on his pentacle. He is now on that horse. He's not charging. He's going slow. It's a slow process. It is a slow process, but that's how it seems to you. But if you think about it, when you start working on this process, now look at yourself. And the best way to look at, you know what I always say? Take and look at pictures of yourself. Start 5 months ago. Look at pictures of yourself. Now get one. Do one of those collages each month. I bet you're going to see a difference. You may not feel like it's made a difference. You may not feel like you're starting to feel alive, but I guarantee you're starting to look different. You'll see the shift. Now, this shift here, remember when I was talking about how it's going to make you feel? Because you're afraid it's going to end up being the past pattern. It's going to end up, because you have a wish. It's saying wish is fulfilled. All right. As soon as you take and you put that rod down and place the rod behind you. So this is putting a past behind you and looking at it, at life in a new way. So we've got the 8 of Swords. It could even be making you feel blinded, like all kinds of stuff's going to come down on you. Just feel like you're bound, like you can't move. All right, because there's a lot. I'm not going to say it's a hang up. It's actually a healing process, and it's actually going to take, and with the 9 of Swords, this could even be causing tears or sadness of some kind. But this is a release to start a new life, a new you, to make you feel alive. All right, that's what it's about. So with the 2 of Wands, we had this one yesterday. This is Alexander. Do you see how he has those 2 rods? And it's also about looking at the past in a different way. It's not just looking at it in a pessimistic, negative way. Yeah, for some, that's it. Or just completely sadness and pain, because that's what we have a tendency to focus on, right? But with Alexander here, he's got the wand here. He's got a new wand in his hand. So whatever this is about, marriage, love, career, wealth, whatever area of your life, your happiness, okay, that's what this is about. And when you're healing and you're letting things go, we're after, you know, and you're facing things. This isn't about people facing stuff. You know, it's kind of like when you're getting ready to go hiking or whatever, and you've got a backpack and you've packed everything but the kitchen sink, right? You get going pretty good and it's going to get tiresome. You're going to have to let some of that baggage off and get down to just what you need. Okay, this is what this is emotionally. Yep, internally. That's what this is about. So right here with Alexander, he's holding that new rod. And this is person, place, or thing has taken in and has come into your life, or it's kind of like an epiphany moment of, okay, like, aha, I've got, you know what? It's time to live again. It's time to really heal myself so I can live the best version of myself and really just start showing people who I really am. Again, that's what I'm hearing. So he is holding now this rod. And do you see with this rod? There's leaves on him, right? Now, the one in the past here, you could be hanging on this. This is something that's needs to be left in the past. For whatever reason, it's no longer there. And that's where the Five of Swords, something came in and took it. So whatever it is, it could be self-worth. It could be person, places, or things that were taken away suddenly. So this is, do you see how he's got it gently? He didn't throw this rod away. He now is sticking it. He's got it sitting there, sitting up, but he's no longer looking at it. He's no longer sitting there. It's not that he hasn't forgot. It's not that he's not appreciating whatever this was that was taken away, but now there is now something else, or person, place, or thing that has now presented itself that actually he's focused on. And he's also, do you see he's got his world in his hands? So he's also sitting here and he's thinking about revenge. He's not thinking about it. He's actually, okay, I've got to change the way, you know, it's time to build again. That's what I heard. Build again, start again. So starting new with a person, starting new with a place, starting new with things, materialistic wise, however it was, whatever this was that was taken away, emotionally starting again. All right. End result, you had an end goal. There was a wish. It says wish fulfilled. Now this card has several different meanings. This could also mean an arrogant person, but this is not what I'm seeing. This is about somebody who has a wish, and it says this cards right here are telling you you are on the right direction. So for the time being, you may be feeling like your balance is not there. But it says here, get ready to embrace change. Do you see how there's nothing but light illuminating from these cards after the not so hot cards? It's because even though you're feeling like this, it's temporary. And if you have a pattern to where you get down in depression and stuff like that, I'm going to tell you right now, this is what works for me, because, you know, there's so much more in life to being down, and sometimes you just can't help it. Don't live there, because even though you can't see it, can you see the wind? No, you can't see the wind, but you can feel it. Okay, that is the same thing that I'm saying here. You can just feel it. You know that this change is already in the process. It's already going. It's just maybe you're not being patient enough with yourself. Maybe you're like, okay, well, I should have healed, or this should have been done. I need the success now. No, just because you can't see it right now doesn't mean that it's not producing behind the scenes. Whether it has to do with life, love, career, wealth, whatever it is going, just like the wind. Can't see it, but you can feel it. All right, intuition. Use your intuition today. Big time. Okay, so let's see here. So even though you may be feeling like you might have a little bit of sadness or isolation, or that might be how you feel. Do you see though? Do you see this person rising above it? Do you see the light, the halo? All right, so this is coming out of it. It's no longer living in the past patterns. Do you see? You see how this person's upside down? Sadness, isolation. It's coming out of that pattern. Why? Because you're about to shine. It's really time to start truly living. And why is that? Because opportunity beckons. You've been turning your back on it, but you're not going to be turning your turn around. It's right there. Even though it doesn't feel like it has been going, you are being pushed in the correct direction. See? Yep. Turn around. Change your focus. Change your focus so you can find that peace. The peace is already in the works. And for some, I'm going to say this lightly because I'm not being crude here. What has happened in the past was there to teach a lesson. And I'm not talking about those who have lost people. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is teach. Okay, we're always learning. I don't care how old you are, we're always learning, right? And this is about, yep. And the number 5, change. For some of you, the message is you're being taught. You have been taught. It's showing me a dog, which represents loyalty. So the message I have, I don't know who this is for, but the message I have, learn from the past and do know that whatever is present in your life is loyal. Not sure where that came from. And what I say, this is about rebuilding. Begin rebuilding. And here's a hard one for a lot of people, is trust. Trust that this time, whatever it is is going to bring happiness. And it is going to be successful this time. Whatever it was taken away. And it's caused a lot of, where you caged yourself and caused a lot of tears and beating yourself up. But you've always had a wish on the side, just whatever this is about. It's talking about a new beginning. Whether it is about people, places, or things, whether it's about marriage, whether it's about love, career, wealth, success is the end result. Have trust and have faith in it. Yep. And get ready to embrace it. Embrace it. Because that's what it is it's going to be like a bubble. You put yourself into a bubble with those cages, right? And you want it, but it's like, whoa. Nope. I can't trust it. No, whatever it is, trust it this time. Trust the direction you're being put in. Because it is the correct way. All right, and embrace it. All you have to do is open up your decisions made. This is a continuation. This is universal because a lot of people are making decisions, whether it's about their life, it's about their life, but just basically revamping how they live and actually a lot of it's built around trust. Trusting themselves, trusting other people. And I'm not saying trust every Tom, Dick, and Harry that walks by you because you can't do that. But this is having faith in whatever it is that's been presented or whoever has been presented into your life, that it will not be the past pattern as before. Yep. And for some of you, it is leading, it's talking about success and happiness. Some of you, it's leading towards more money. Some of you, it's leading towards a different career, or your career is going to be picking up. Could be personal business as well. Some of you, this is leading towards love, or loved ones will be coming back. For some of you, this could be leading towards marriage. However it applies, trust and have faith this time, because it is not going to repeat itself. So even though you may be feeling sadness and isolation, exhausted, whatever you're feeling, trust, have faith in where you're being guided universally. All right. Well, I hope that helps somebody. Okay. That's what I got. Let me see here. Hold on. Yep. And continue to lighten your load. It won't always feel this way. Like the wind. I'm supposed to say it again. Like the wind, even though you cannot see it, you can feel it, correct? Okay. So trust you're in the right direction, because your load is about to be lightened emotionally. Especially for emotionally, that felt big time. But you're going to start seeing stuff in a different light. You're just afraid of the same thing happening again, whatever it is. It's not. This is a new path. You've already taken it. This could be about, it's a new way of emotions. It's a new way of thinking and feeling. But there's fear involved here. So it just says, just embrace it. Wishes granted. All right. So that is where I'm going to end Coffee Time Tarot today. Does anybody have anything they want to say? Like I said, no matter where you guys are watching this, this is being done on YouTube, on Roosters Peacock Tarot. So if you guys want to join in on the conversation, we just kind of chill out at the end. I'm not going to stay on too long today. I've got quite a bit to do. But I was asking everybody, what are they doing? We talk about everything under the sun. If you guys do like this video, am I echoing through your house, Shelly? You want me to sing to you? You don't want me to sing to you. I cannot sing. That is not my talent. But you guys are welcome to go ahead and subscribe. The subscribe button's down below if you like Coffee Time Tarot. I am going to be getting the monthlies out here pretty soon as I get some more stuff wrapped up. Almost there. And then I'm going to be getting on those monthlies, which will be May's 2022. I've already got Tauruses out, but I'll be getting back on that kind of stuff. A lot of stuff. You know, I've got a lot of stuff I'm going to be working on. All right, guys. Oh, hold on here. You guys, like I said, you guys are welcome to message me. Shelly sent me a picture of her watching me in her living room. That's a big TV. Oh, there's Marshall. That's cool. Shelly, I'm going to put that up there so other people can appreciate. That's funny. I do get Miss Shelly, before I get off here, I am going to be packing up and heading that way. Do you need anything from town? Just message me through Facebook if you do. Okay. Well, I'll see you in a little bit then, because I guess I'm going to wrap up the shop. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope everybody was able to pull at least something out of the reading. I'll be on tomorrow as well. I'm not sure exactly what time, but feel free to like the video. You guys can share them all you want. And when I get going on the monthlies, I'll be doing all the extra stuff on Patreon. It's been kind of slow on Patreon for the simple fact I've been so busy doing other stuff, but I will be focusing a lot on the readings here pretty soon. So I hope you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.